The South Korean government has recently intensified copyright protection efforts by restricting access to websites accused of illegally sharing webtoons and movies. On YouTube, a number of channels have likewise been taken down because of unauthorized dubbing content. Such developments highlight how intellectual property rights have become one of the defining issues of contemporary society. It is therefore worth examining intellectual property rights more closely. The birth of intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights refer to the rights over all creations produced through human thought and creativity. These include copyright, which protects writings and artwork, as well as patent rights, which protect new inventions. However, such rights were not protected from the beginning. In earlier times, before the invention of machines, books had to be copied entirely by hand using pens. Because producing several copies of the same text demanded significant time and labor, ownership of the physical book was considered much more important than the rights of its author. Although systems such as royal privileges, patronage arrangements, and manuscript regulations existed, the modern idea of copyright had not yet developed. Everything changed in the 15th century with the invention of movable type printing. Once books could be mass-produced by machines, booksellers began earning large profits. However, the authors who worked hard to write those books often received little compensation. As a consequence, England introduced the Statute of Anne in 1710, widely regarded as the first modern copyright law designed to safeguard the rights of authors. From then onward, creative works gradually came under formal legal protection. Today's laws and future challenges. Today, various laws carefully protect creative works. Copyright law protects artistic works such as music and paintings, while industrial property laws, including patent law, trademark law, and design protection law, safeguard inventions and designs. However, if knowledge protected by intellectual property rights were monopolized by one person forever, scientific and cultural progress could become difficult. For this reason, these laws have tried to maintain a balance between protecting rights and encouraging development. Recently, however, new controversies have emerged around these rules. One of the biggest issues is that many AI systems have used data for training without the consent of the original creators. Opinions are sharply divided over whether this should be allowed for the advancement of humanity or regarded as copyright infringement. Another issue concerns who should own the rights to works created by AI. Debate continues over whether AI should simply be viewed as a tool or as something that meaningfully contributes to the creative process.